What's going on, guys? Glad to check out this video from Upchurch, right? You guys recommended it. It's a theory about foreign infiltration. Oh, snap. Let's see what he has to say, man. I'm interested. Shout out to Upchurch. Go and watch the original video. Hit the like button and let them know who sent you.
What is up, guys? So today I want to talk about this. A couple months ago, I had a kid comment on something of mine. He was like, yeah, bro, there's this protest going on here, this, that, and the other. We should totally show up and yada, 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 yada. Well, I got to looking at what the protest was, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. I said, bro, don't show up to that. And he's like, no, I'm going. I'm going to be right there in the street with everybody else. I said, look, I was like, sometimes people want you to go there to do said thing because maybe they're not there. Maybe they're on the outskirts watching yo ass be there. So sometimes people are led to events for certain reasons. We live in America. Anybody can have a event as long as you get on Facebook and promote it and be like, yo, everybody, we're having an event. What if the event is for people that they don't like? And they're getting this event together so they can drive a fucking car through the event like we've seen last year. Which brings me to my purpose of this video.
Someone's done that. Like I've seen, I forgot what her name is. I think it might have been Karen Civil, right? Who was this, I guess you could call her like a media personality, more like a manager, did a lot of background work for famous artists. She used to, whenever she had beef with somebody, she would book them, right? If they was like a rap or something, she would book them and then like try to set them up to get jumped or beat up and stuff like that. In fact, there's another rapper that actually happened to. I don't think Karen was the one that set up. There was another person that set her up like that.
And that is
like, hey, come and perform. And then you show up and there's like a group of people there to beat you up.
You alive and evolving for the greater good of your life and other people's life. Because you can't be aware of an action without contemplating the possibility of the action. It's pretty simple. How are you going to stay vigilant and aware to stay safe if you never contemplate certain things possibly happening? So as y'all know, I've been following these true crime people and watching what
oh, snap. I know that's what it was going to be about. A lot of people have been asking me, right? And I see it all in the comment section. Yo, BX, man, you need to start going at these true crime content. Man, been there, done that. Been there, done that. I done destroyed almost everybody in the true crime community when it comes to debating, bro. This is a fact. Anybody that's watched me within just a few years, bro, especially my earlier beginning of my YouTube career, fam, there was times, I remember when the first time Upchurch was going to war with people, and I was back then, right? Back then. I don't even know if Upchurch knew who I was, bro. I was pulling up on live streams and debating, like, why can't he have an opinion? Years ago. Like, why he's not allowed to have an opinion? Why are you trying to dictate how he speaks? To where all of these people started to hate me, right? So I don't mind roasting these people again. I just need more of a, I guess, direction on where to look. You know what I mean? Right? I went to someone's stream yesterday to see, oh, they're talking about the Flarer, aka Baby Gap, somebody that I destroyed multiple times, caught him in lies. So he's blatantly tried to help people, try to dox me and destroy me multiple times. And they were talking about how he doxed me recently. I'm like, oh, so you don't say what I've been saying for years. I've been called him out. I might have been the first person to call him out. Watch my documentary I got on him on my main channel. Glare is disgusting. But yeah, like tell me who's out here being disgusting within the true crime community, right? Who's out here trying to attack Upchurch for having an opinion, and I will disintegrate them metaphorically. It's really that easy, bro. Like, I mean, just watch any debate. Watch the debate I had with the Flarer. Watch any debate I had with anybody in true crime.
They're talking about and seeing how they're being weird as fuck around these missing kids cases. But then on the flip side, I see them online late as fucking night, 2 a.m, talking about aliens and where these aliens are and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then you start thinking, you're like, are they talking about like aliens, like illegal immigrant, like, is that like code for sex trafficking or something? Since aliens abduct people, sex traffickers abduct people. So is there some kind of weird correlation? So then when you scroll back on their social media platform, you're like, what the hell? And it's like, oh yeah, there's like a fucking fake news clip. And they're like, we're helping our families get across the border. And I'm thinking, well, we have a border crisis right now. So then you scroll back a little further, and then they have these articles on WikiLeaks about how they're in the military, but then there's no military pictures of them. So when you look at them, it's like, what is this? They're military people who save people illegally across borders, who are true crime people, who talk about aliens and try to...
Who is this? Who is... Fam, I remember there being somebody within true crime that... And if you watch any of my videos from years ago, when I'm roasting Flair, I'm naming all like his little henchmen. I'm like, in that ninja that be jumping through walls, and no one knew what I was talking about. But there was a creator that kept saying that they worked with like, they was trying to make it seem like they were like this Sound of Freedom type shit, right? Like they was going out and like tracking down traffickers and doing this other bull crap. And it's like, nigga, you lying. You lying your ass up just to get some clout on YouTube. A lot of these people be fake, right? You got cops that come on YouTube to try to do true crime. Just because they was an officer don't mean they was a good officer. And you just give them some authority out of nowhere. Just everything they're saying is accurate. Same thing y'all did to Chris Hansen. And look how many cases he messed up on YouTube.
Solve mysteries. What the fuck is it? You see how that's really fucking stupid sounding? Another thing, why are these true crime military alien people who are on the internet, why do y'all all speak shitty English? Most of y'all don't speak English good, or you don't even have an American accent. With that being said, think about the term sex trafficking. Yes, sex trafficking is real. Sex trafficking is fucking disgusting, and it shouldn't be a thing. But that's why it would be the perfect persona.
Yesterday he posted on his community. Let me see. Let's see. He talking about. Oh snap! Oh snap! Okay. So all the true crime content creators who doubted me. You know what? No, we about to make this his old segment. Wait. We're gonna go back to this. Damn, he calling him out. He's not playing.
For an enemy to use to infiltrate America with hundreds or thousands of foreign soldiers. Why? Because one, you wouldn't be sex trafficking. Anyone who looked into what we know as sex trafficking would look at it and be like, we don't see them hauling people in these 18-wheelers and doing this shit. So where is it at? It's going to appear like it's nowhere. Why? Because you're not trafficking children or people to sell. You are trafficking the opposite way, except for you're letting adults in for free. And if that was the case, there's no paper trail. There's no talking of no deals or nothing like that. There's one objective. You only got to say it one time, and you don't even have to say it here. Wherever this other foreign place is that these soldiers will be coming from, it wouldn't be talked about here at all. Whoa. So you wouldn't know anything about it. Don't you think it's weird we've been hearing...
If this has happened, what's going down? What the hell? Whoa.
About these illegal immigrants coming over here and getting cell phones to talk to each other possibly, or navigate where they're at. Don't you think it's weird that we've been seeing these groups of illegal immigrants with a piece of paper with the name of the state and where to go? They're being directed to spread out in different states. They're not just...
No, that's facts. I don't know if y'all heard about this. This is a viral thing. There was like a TikToker that was getting famous for literally holding his baby, right, like a newborn, as he screamed in whatever language to all the people from his country, come to America. It's easy. This is the exact location you could come across the border. Let's get this money. They're giving us free money. Let's go. And he did this for months. This is like an actual thing, fam. I think eventually he got arrested.
Just chilling at the border like, yo, we got through here. They're instantly getting over here and spreading out and stacking up like little chips all over. And wow. So in this case, the only traffic would be a military-aged person with the sex of a male. Sex traffic. Don't you think it's weird that they say, oh man, border, at the border, right here, go here. And a bunch of Americans go over there and they're like...
And ain't these people into trucking too, right? They're in the trucking business. I'm not saying anything for certain, but that is a crazy coincidence. Ain't they in the trucking business? How would you transport?
What the hell? There's more of us than
I don't know.
is of these immigrants at the
I don't
border.
know.
Where are they at?
I'm not saying anything
And
for
even
certain.
if you watch the news, bro, there's more people at Walmart. That's because they ain't there. They already spread it out. They're not wasting time. They're just getting there and boom. They have these amount of people here to be like, oh, look, there's people over here. That has nothing to do with us. It's on the other side of the border, right? So if there's people at the border at the gate and can't get through and they're making a commotion and it looks like there's a bunch of people there, then a bunch of Americans show up there and they're like, what the hell? Where is everybody? That sounds like a border coup to me, done by other side of the border. So if that's the case, look what just happened. Some people staged...
It's almost like it's a distraction. Like, while you look over here, we over there. That's what it sounds like he's describing.
Shit at the border and was like,
Magic
oh man, there's a bunch of people there. A bunch of Americans move from their strong point to go to Texas for something Texas could have dealt with theirself. So where all y'all Americans just left from is now vulnerable because they made a bunch of y'all move at one time. Think about it. Back in the day,
that's crazy how I knew where he was heading with that before he said it. That's yo, wow. We eye to eye with it. We eye to eye with it. That's exactly where my mind was going. I'm like, it sounds like a magic trick. While you look over here, we come over here. Now, I could be saying this because I just finished watching Money Heist. But that was almost the main trick of the entire series. They kept doing it every time they robbed the bank. Look over here. It's really over here. While you distracted, everybody's all bunched up over here. We come over here from this side. You didn't even know. You didn't even know. You talking about some borders, niggas. It could be tunnels in this bitch. You don't even know. I don't know. He's cooking.
You know, women used to say what? Read between the lines. Which meant, hey, there's an underlining meaning directly in front of your face to what you're reading. You just got to read between the lines to see what they're actually saying. Well, fast forward to now, we know that they were telling the truth. Well, no one reads now, so what does that mean? You have to see between the frames, not read between the lines. Now, think if this is the scenario of what's going on. Well, eventually, somebody would catch on to this operation, right? Of communication and how they're doing it. Unless the communication was hooked to something that was absolutely everything. And absolutely everybody. What would that be? The internet. Literally, it's everything. Which, if you ask me, is a bad thing. Because here's the fucked up thing. If this is the case, these laws or whatever that we have that protect us are now being used by the foreigner that don't like us. So if the foreigner, who is the soldier, is using the internet to talk to these other motherfuckers with their shitty fucking broken English, then our laws is going to protect it. And the internet laws would protect the people that don't fucking like us.
That's crazy. It's almost like we are against ourselves. The hell's going on? Yeah, he's on point, bro. He is on point. Wow.
Because we have freedom of speech. Not only that, content creation. Come on now. Nobody watches the fucking news on the TV no more, like local
Facts.
news. Everyone watches this fucking mainstream world.
They be over here watching TikToks, which is cool. Like, I ain't mad at looking at, like, I guess, things to visit when you travel a new place or something on TikTok. But if you're looking for actual information on TikTok and other forms of social media, you bugging. People be lying, bro.
Internet news.
Straight lying.
Do you know how easy it is to make a news station and appear like you're an actual news source and spread misinformation? Why do you think everybody from political people to other folks on the internet are being like, bro, this is fake news? Because what if it actually is fake news?
It do be fake news. We found fake news yesterday. We found fake news about Mike Tyson yesterday. It's fake news everywhere. I'll be spying all the time. I remember there was a case where an officer went to go investigate like a disturbance in a neighborhood, and this young girl was attacking another girl with a weapon. And he kept screaming, stop, stop. And she kept running towards the girl with this weapon. And then he had to put it down. Right? The media, the first time I saw that, mainstream media edited and cropped out the weapon from the girl's hand. So it just looked like he just randomly just went and just popped this girl in the back like J-Rock from South Central. Let me know if you get that reference. Right? For no reason. Right? Or how about, what was the other one? City Bike Karen. Remember City Bike Karen? Right, where people was making it seem like she was going crazy and playing victim and trying to steal this bike from a group of black kids. And come to find out after doing further investigation, the black kids tried to take her bike. She was a pregnant woman. She ended up losing her job. The news not only did that, they went to her neighborhood and was letting her, like, neighbors know, hey, you ever heard of City Bike Karen? You know she lived right here, right? How do you feel about your neighbor being City Bike Karen? Just to find out that all the information that was put out prior was wrong. And she had receipts and proof that she actually paid for the bike. And they were trying to steal her ride. Mainstream media did that. And I think she did sue them. And I didn't hear about it since. But I hope she got a lot of money. Because they really did her dirty. I don't trust mainstream for nothing. They will put out whatever narrative they want. I'm 100% certain they'll lie through their teeth. If it gets them the views, the clicks, the data, hell yeah.
So people can talk.
What if somebody just tells them
fuck
to?
your brain up. Then what if every time something goes wrong or goes viral that is like shocking, that is made by this said content creator with a fucking fake news channel at their house? What if every time something goes wrong and there's like an outrage over something they said, what if that fake news channel blamed it on our government? Crazy. And then created this conspiracy that there is like this deep state and our government is out to get us, and it's not even true. What if that's the case? Then that means the government that...
Now, I got my opinions about the government. We're going to talk about it at a different time. Talk about a different
would be trying to help us, our government.
It should,
there would be a gap of distrust because of the internet. So the people trying to save us couldn't save us because we would be thinking that they are trying to sabotage us when really it is another government trying to sabotage us. That is a lot of kind of
Both could be true. One person could be saying, hey, you don't get to sabotage our people. We get to sabotage them. Or you don't sabotage our people while we're brainwashing them. It's too many things that happen when involving the government for me to ever trust them. Like, nah. The niggas have lied too many times, right, to the people for the benefit of them. And there's a lot of cases that I could bring up as examples that will probably get me banned from YouTube. One case that I can bring up that won't get me banned is Fred Hampton. I was confusing with the gospel saint Fred Hammond. But Fred Hampton, who was pretty much done dirty, man. He was deleted from Earth. Right, deleted from the video game by the government because he wanted to unite the people. This is an actual thing, and it's facts, and I can say this without risking my channel because his family sued the government and won. And was rewarded a small sum of money. A small sum of money for them going in there, hiring someone to drug him, and then handcuffing him while he was sleeping and pop in his back. They gave his family a small amount of money. Not, bringing up the fact that this man was going to literally change the world. And then he created something called like free breakfast for kids or something like that. The government took that idea from him after he was taken away. So yeah, I can't trust the government. This is all facts. There's movies about it. You could do research. I might do a documentary about it. I'm thinking about it.
Fucked. And what made me think this is when I'm sitting here watching
the movie's called Judas and the Black Messiah.
This true crime shit that barely speak English or just fucking flat out dumber than fuck. I'm like, how are you here? What are you doing? Because even down to the recent thing in Nashville, like all these YouTube people started getting online and for instance, when you're talking about government stuff, you get these people who is like saying we are the United Cajun Navy, and they're not. The Louisiana Cajun Navy is like, they're not us. We don't know who the fuck they are. Why would you title it to sound like a piece of the military when the Louisiana Cajun Navy is not a piece of the military. And they know they're not, but
making it seem like they are.
It's like they're trying to title it something like a military branch. And then you're told to get the fuck out of here because you're not investigating shit. Metro Nashville literally told them, no, we don't need no help. And then you get online and you see these people searching for this kid, and they're really just taking pictures of barges and bridges. They want clout, bro.
They probably want clout.
We all know what's been going on with barges and bridges lately. I mean, come on. And the last thing I'll say is these true crime people I've been watching that barely speak fucking English.
They trash. Straight garbage. Right? They straight garbage, bro. And he's right. They all just want to fake authority. It's try to use as an excuse to build clout.
Why everything y'all are involved in, why every case you're involved in involves waterways, reservoirs, river navigation, confusion of law enforcement, confusion of community, and all the people online moderating this shit are never locally from wherever they're at. Did you have a piece of paper and a place to go to? Did you come from somewhere else? See, that's what I'm saying. And this also, anybody watching this who's angry about this, it's obvious you don't understand.
That's crazy. Why would you be angry at somebody discussing the truth about that? I got a delivery in the middle of the reaction. But let me put the camera back on. Yes, he was cooking. He was cooking. He was, let me X this out. Extremely on point. I will say I disagree with the government portion, unless I misunderstood, because I don't trust them for nothing. But that's just my opinion on that. Right? That's just my opinion on that. I think that the government is trash, but everything else, I do agree with him. I think he's cooking a lot of these fake true crime channels. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And they are shifty. Right? As far as the immigrant situation, y'all know how I feel about that. I think America should focus on America. Tell me what you think down in the comment section.